Hey guys, this is Big Dan here.
Big Dan.
Regardless of the technical difficulties, I am your comic book connoisseur, your Somalian sci-fi and superheroes, here to welcome you to one more attempt at the happy hour today.
Happy hour.
Because after a while, it's not going to be happy. And it'll be a distressed hour. And
happy hour.
You done?
Nah.
Okay, cool.
I
mean, you want to keep going.
A little bit.
Who are you? One more time. For the Patreon members who don't know who you are, because... Okay, it sounds like it's working fine.
Sounds like it's good now because you turn it off, turn it back on.
1,000 times. Gotta love working in 19.
Oh my goodness. Last descendant of Yasuke, sub overdub for all anime, hailing from the land of Sake, Shinobi, and Samurai. The boy is Godzilla personified. Ain't no other name but this to go by. It's your boy, J-How.
Caw.
Caw.
No sound effects. So, Josh, what are we talking about today?
We are this one. Worked. You all sound so much better. Ooh. Thank you. Justin said.
Justin says.
So we are talking about today Neil deGrasse Tyson versus Terrence Howard. Why is that a thing? We're talking about why I don't love Spider-Man as much as you guys do. Why is that a thing?
Sounds like a hater thing.
And then we're going to talk about if you had to rename the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with rappers' names, what would they be? And if we have time, we will get into how we feel about House of the Dragon, which what's funny is that I remember there was like I think it was a tweet going around of like how it's called House of the Dragon, but like black folk call it like House of Dragons. Or it's like Game of Thrones, and
I don't think it's black folks. I think it's just a fan
everybody
base.
Thing.
Let's not blame black folks for everything. Right?
It's easier to say House of Dragons.
It's so much easier.
No, it is the House of the Dragon.
Right.
So yeah, first up, we're gonna get into Neil deGrasse Tyson versus Terrence Howard. Tell us about Terrence Howard creating math.
NANI?
And that's the thing. I don't think anybody's gonna listen really anymore. Not like fondly.
Not fondly.
He's gonna be that uncle at a cookout. It's just like
open your third eye, man, and you see. Anyway, moving on.
That's enough about him.
Yeah. You don't like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
What in your core memories makes you hate Spider-Man? One of the greatest heroes of all time.
I think, because if I'm remembering the conversation,
there wasn't even really a conversation because I was like, "Ooh, this is something we should talk about." After you were like, "I don't really like Spider-Man that much,"
but I feel like there was like a conversation happening before about that, something to do with Spider-Man. But Miles Morales is cool.
Okay. You just not a Peter Parker guy.
I don't think in the vast majority of things that I have seen Spider-Man in, Peter Parker Spider-Man, he does not seem cool. And like I remember talking to an old boss about this when what are they called? Death Battle. They did a fight between Spider-Man and Batman.
Okay.
And Spider-Man won. And I was talking to him about it. He was like, well, yeah, like they don't really, the comics even don't really do justice to like how strong he actually is.
Right.
And then like even thinking about it, I feel like I've only heard of 2 stories, and one was actually just recent where like he stopped like holding back. One was Craven.
Yes.
He ripped a lady, Craven's wife's face off. And then the other one, I think the most iconic one is Kingpin,
which was a what if story.
Right. So it's like, even when they like strip him of like the, they release the seal, it happens once and it's like, maybe that happened, maybe it didn't, or you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. And then also, Tom Holland's Spider-Man, the one where he fights Doctor Strange. It's not a real fight, but like they tussle.
Right.
that was one of the first times where it's like, oh, they show like really how smart he is and how he does like cool stuff with his smarts and the webs and all the things.
Right.
But like they don't really show. I think a proper Spider-Man anime could be like, oh snap! If I had seen that, I'd been like, yo, Spider-Man's pretty cool. But other than that, yeah, he was never like, there was never like a cool aspect.
Someone's at the door.
I know. See?
Yeah. You mind getting it? I mean, we're live.
Yeah, we are.
I am.
Okay. I guess. Well, entertain the people.
Yeah. NANI? Spider-Man.
He's a nerd.
He's a nerd, but that's the whole point. Like, Spider-Man is supposed to be more representative of everybody. Like, that anyone can be Spider-Man.
Sure.
He is.
I think that's... I do think that is true for the beginning of Spider-Man.
I think that's for consistently the character arc of Spider-Man. For someone who's read it all, I could tell you that...
I feel like by the time you're having relations with, like, Mary Jane and or Black Cat... I think the nerdy aspect is kind of like
it's still there.
You've grown up a bit.
Well,
and so, like is it Silk?
Yeah.
Where like they can't even be in the same room because like the spider pheromones are like
now they can. They're better.
Sure,
they're
but
good now.
Now they can. But before they didn't, and before then it was Black Cat. And before that it was Mary. You know what I mean? So like
there was also
he's grown.
Stacey.
He's been around for some time.
Sure.
And in the vast majority of his publication and or syndication with him being on TV, he's never been shown as like a cool like fighter, like, or a cool superhero in the way that like you might find Batman cool, or in the way that you even might find like the Flash like funny, or you know what I mean?
No, whoa. So you're saying you don't find Spider-Man cool?
I do now, but for the vast majority of his publication and the time that I've known him, he was not cool.
A lot of what Flash does came from Spider-Man.
Sure. That sounds like history that a nerd would know, that watches and read all of the stuff. I'm talking about...
First of all, it sounded like a degrading statement when you use the word nerd. Like, this shit ain't called the Blerd Bar. Excuse me, I cussed. I don't cuss. But, you know... Black people, you know, it's wild to me, right? That you would sit here and say something like that.
Just say it.
Like, you don't watch anime every day. But anyway, I'm getting back to the point.
I do, but that's the reason why he was not cool.
Spider-Man.
He has cool aspects. He can, like, do acrobatics. I'm saying the acrobatics that I saw, they were nice, but they weren't cool in a way that, like, hey, yo, Spider-Man, he's sick. He hasn't gotten sick until recently. For me.
Okay, and that's fine. That's fine.
Is it?
Because, you know, it's for you, right? Like, it's... I understand that it's for you, right? But I feel like... But I feel like...
I understand it's for you.
Yeah, I understand it's for you. But I, me, Big Dan, feel like you just haven't been exposed to enough Spider-Man, so I get it. Like, it's only because of the lack of information you have that you feel this way. I'd be happy to educate you at some point.
On a scale from 1 to 10.
Yes.
Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Is he cool or not cool?
In Spider-Man and the Amazing Friends?
Mm-hmm. Let's
scale of 1 to 10.
The 80s cartoon?
Yeah. Yes.
He's probably cooler than everybody else.
Okay.
It's the bar high.
If the curve, first of all, that's wild. You picked that one. You didn't even pick the 90s, 1994 Spider-Man. Like, you picked.
Well, that one had
Spider-Man that we started
that had an amazing intro. Everybody loved the intro.
Just the intro.
I'm not saying that it was. I'm not saying that it wasn't a good show. I'm not saying that. Actually, that's it. It was a good show. It was fun to go home and watch, like, oh, Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man. Radioactive Spider-Man. It's a cool song. It's a nice show. It got you by.
Okay. I don't know what to say here, and I'm trying my best.
I just think if they really showcased like his spider kung fu what is it called? Spider fu?
That's one of the jokes. But
One of the jokes? Okay.
He doesn't really have an actual fighting style. He's been trained by Black Panther, Shang-Chi,
Right.
Iron Fist. So
But like even Shang-Chi, like when he was throwing hands in the bus, it was like, oh snap, that's cool. And I feel like Spider-Man don't get those moments. I'm not saying that he doesn't have them, but they're not showcased enough for the general public, which I'm placing myself in.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I was like, yeah, I don't love Spider-Man. I only just thought he was cool recently.
The iconic moments of Spider-Man, I feel like even to his mythos in the pop culture aspect, do show great feats of strength that I feel like you're choosing to not remember if you may not even actually be remembering. I get that. But like the whole scene where he's holding up a building, right? Mm-hmm. Like that's how strong he is.
Sure. How often does we just said that like those happen?
How often does he show his actual strength?
And like when is it actually like
and
canon and
like,
not like a what if story?
No, that's actual canon.
Okay. How often does that happen?
Pretty often.
Does it?
Spider-Man catches cars.
Okay.
A car compared to a building.
He can do it. How often does he stop a building? Not often, because that's a lot, right? But
he's a street level superhero.
He is. Whoa! Absolutely, you can leave right now. You're not even on camera, bro. Like you can go.
A street level superhero.
He is. He chooses to be a street level superhero because he's also like, I'm gonna pull back.
So you see how you just proved what he said?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm angry right now. But
like you say, you go around and do Superman level events every day. Like no,
he doesn't.
Like Superman
at least once a week. At least a week, right? Once a week.
Like how tough are like Rhino and Electro? Like they're not super.
Rhino drops buildings.
Okay.
Often.
How
that is his.
Spider-Man go up against Juggernaut? Like that's what I'm saying. Like if you're talking about holding up buildings.
Rhino and Juggernaut are almost Juggernaut's higher class, just a step up, right? Spider-Man. If Spider-Man wanted to, though, I'm saying he can. I'm just saying he's preoccupied because there's a lot of other people gunning for him. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Somebody robbing Aldi. He's like, oh no, I gotta get those deals. Not my Aldi. Put him up. You want some fisticuffs?
I'm not gonna stand here for this slander of Spider-Man. I refuse. I will end this stream right now.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying. The same love you got for Batman.
I do just want to point out calling him street level was at first wildly disrespectful, but apparently it was right.
At least city level.
It was out of line, but
sure.
City level. Like let's upgrade him a little bit. Come on now. He gets called for the Avengers and turns it down. Like that's just his thing. He has been picked by the universe on multiple occasions to be Captain Universe.
Sure, but is that cool?
Because he is that good, is what I'm saying.
He might be good. That sounds like a judge of character, not how cool his fight moves are. Right. Which makes me think he not cool. I'm not denying that he's a great person, but like, does he throw hands and is it sick? Can he beat Goku? No, just kidding.
We've reached the end of the episode. I'd like to thank everyone who has joined the stream, myself included, and y'all have a blessed night. No,
I'm just saying.
But can he beat Krillin?
He can. I think so.
Ooh.
I think so.
I feel like fighting finesse, Yamcha's got him, dog.
What? Yamcha?
Wolfang Fist and takes the
Yamcha. Whoa.
Yamcha versus Spider-Man.
Iron Fist beats Yamcha.
Oh goodness.
And if Spider-Man can, if Spider-Man can beat Iron Fist, Spider-Man
But
beats
Spider-Man
Yamcha.
has his if we're talking about fighting style alone, Spider-Man
Has
not.
been trained by Shang-Chi. That's already done.
When
That's
do those
canon.
moves come up?
When do they come up? When he fights
Like,
characters
hold
like...
up buildings? Like, is he really doing a flamingo pose?
Oh
no.
no. He's triggering you in the worst
He
way.
really is. Why'd I let you in my house? You can go. Okay.
Like he did. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
Jesus.
The chaos has started.
oh my God.
Okay, so I get it. And I'm gonna let you stay in your greatness of not loving Spider-Man as much as the rest of us.
I think the potential is there. I think they just don't showcase how cool he is. That's my point.
What is cool though?
Like
you?
Like I said, when he was like fighting Doctor Strange, and it was like, oh, it's just math, and like he's quirky. You can be quirky and still cool and do like cool stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
And they just don't do that as often as I think they should.
Okay.
Also, Spider-Man Noir. That's a really cool thing to think about.
I think you just like dark brooding characters, and that's something that maybe needs to be unpacked elsewhere.
I think
but
that's okay.
sure. Is what, I'm just saying.
But also, like, Miles Morales, he's not dark and brooding, but he's also cool. He has invisibility. He has the electric strike joint. A bunch of other moves, I'm sure, that I don't know about. But, like, that is a cool character who I already automatically drift towards. Like, oh, if I'm going to get into comics, I probably want to go into that and see what his story does and what happens there, as opposed to Spider-Man, even though Tom Holland is showing us, or at least Marvel MCU or whatever, is showing us that like he does have cool aspects and like he is flexible, he can fight, like, but he is also smart and witty.
Right.
Like, so, you know, it's a shame that
They did that with Andrew Garfield too.
they did.
Yeah.
They gave him the science aspect with Andrew Garfield.
I didn't see that one because I
The
heard that
execution was
yeah.
just not as strong as the Tom Holland one.
And what
So,
about what's the first guy?
Tobey Maguire?
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire
unfortunately.
went from he was more of the nerd body to physical, specimen transformation particulars of Spider-Man, right? Like it was just more of that. I will give you that. I think Spider-Man has always had the story arc of failing up.
Like most white men.
Like most white men. Well, yeah. Yeah, like that.
The everyman.
Right.
Every white man.
Well, yeah. That too. Yeah. Yeah. Right? Because, like...
So boycott Peter Parker.
It's not his fault, though. Like, I'm just saying. He gets... Somehow is smart enough to get into the peak universities and science programs, but because he still balances like choosing superhero and not just regular life, he never can go in the direction of success. Even that one story arc that they did with Superior Spider-Man, when Dr. Octavius took over his brain, that's not Peter Parker. That's cool. It's Dr. Octopus inside of Peter Parker's body being cool. Then creating a company that uses those brains and intellect to utilize all that, and then still fail once Peter Parker comes back into his body. He's like, oh, I got this cool company. I'm making millions. I'm going to destroy it. I'm gonna drop it. I'm going to drop the ball.
Another person, like in the same vein,
Yeah.
Wonder Woman. Like, I feel like they showcase her being a warrior only in like the DC animated movies kind of a thing. But like even the movies that we saw, she's a trained like warrior, and like that last fight with Ares like was just like what, like I like if we saw some real hand-to-hand combat, and that's what I mean, like there are certain aspects about these characters that I think are really cool and should be like expressed more. And for whatever reason, they do not do that. Maybe because like, oh, we're already doing that with so-and-so. But it's like, yeah, but like not a ton of people reading Shang-Chi. Not a ton of people reading Iron Fist. Like Spider-Man is like...
They definitely could have given Wonder Woman scenes where she was throwing hands. More. Strangely enough, Gal Gadot was in the Mossad, which is popularly known for physical hand-to-hand combat. You dropped the ball. It is what it is. Wonder Woman's whack. It was what it was. And in the movies. The movies. In the movies.
It's like, that was a statement.
Right. Sorry. But yeah, you can say in your lane about Spider-Man.
Are people agreeing? Are people...
Not necessarily. I mean, they were. They were until I said what I said about Yamcha.
So people think Yamcha would give him the
James Kelly was like, can Iron Fist survive 30 pounds of gravity and run at multiple times Mach speed on a jog? Because Yamcha can. Don't disrespect my boy.
Anime just is different, and that's okay.
Scaling be different,
That's
Power
okay.
scaling be different, and you might be right. I can only say but so much to that.
That's a good time. That's hilarious.
I'll be over here in my comic books. But on to other things.
On to the next.
We have
Renaming the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with the names of rappers.
Okay. Now, I thought about this analytically, right?
Okay.
Like rappers who match also the personality of these
Right,
turtles.
that's what I thought.
Yeah. So, who do you have?
For Michelangelo, I have...
Wait! Stop! You want to see the rest of this video?
Too bad!
That's my line.
I'm just saying.
Are we riffing right now?
A little bit.
Okay, that's fine.
That's what you get at Patreon, to be honest.
For real.
You get a lot of riffing.
All riffs. But listen, for $3 a month, you get to be a part of the community, the Discord. We do meetups now.
Come join us. Have
Come
fun.
on.
We're waiting for
Come
you.
on.
We're
Because
waiting
y'all be the
for
ones
you.
saying, like, y'all like this stuff. That y'all really like what we do here, and then
you don't join Patreon.
that's wild.
Kind of crazy.
But nonetheless, I'm going to wish you, y'all have a blessed night. Peace.